What is going on, YouTube? Greetings from Largo, Florida. I just got done attending the Tampa RV show. It was amazing. If you haven't seen my live streams, check them out. I also have a couple tour videos that you can check out as well. But I'm getting ready to pack up. I'm in this 1,000 Trails. Not my favorite 1,000 Trails because it's kind of packed, but it was okay. It was a great place to park and have access to the Tampa RV show. But as you can see, my van is all packed up here and we're ready to go. So let's do this. So that was a good time at the Tampa RV show. Now I'm headed back to Orlando, but this time I'm doing it a little bit different. I'm headed to Disney World for the first time since I was like 12 years old. We took a family trip when I was a kid in an RV. It's what started my interest in traveling like this, was that family trip. And so I'm headed back there. The first 2 nights I'm in Orlando, I'm actually going to be staying at the Wilderness Campground, which is Disney's RV park, which is pretty cool. So Disney's Wilderness Campground can be pretty expensive on a per night rate. However, if you have a van or a small pop-up trailer or something like that, they'll let you book the tent sites. So that's what I did. I think it ended up being about $70, $80 a night, and you can take a boat or a train over to the Disney park, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna take the boat, of course, being the sailor that I am. I was only able to get into Magic Kingdom. I don't know if you know this, but you buy a ticket and then you have to book reservations for the park. I was only able to get into Magic Kingdom, which is a little bit disappointing because I wanted to see all the Star Wars stuff, which I think is over in the studios section, but that's okay. Magic Kingdom obviously is the best park. It's the one that Disney is known for, so I'm okay with that. Maybe I was just a little too excited. I got to the campground about 2 hours before they would allow me to check in, so I had to find somewhere to park and hang out and relax until I could check in. So this is what I love about being able to take my home with me. I have 2 hours before I can check in, so I've just pulled into a Bob Evans, and I'm gonna park here, have a little lunch. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go into the Bob Evans or not, or if I'm just gonna make my lunch in here, but I've got that choice. I can do whichever one I want. I might sit here and answer some YouTube video questions or take a nap or, you know, basically whatever I wanna do, so it's pretty cool. So I'm sitting here on my bed answering comments, and I got a really good one from Chase Olson. He must have watched my Echo Tour video. He asked, why do I like cassette toilets? There are 2 types of people in this world. There are those who love the cassette toilet, and there are those who hate the cassette toilet. I'm in the camp that loves the cassette toilet. The reason I love the cassette toilet is because how portable it is. It gives you a zillion different ways to dump what is essentially your black tank. When you have a black tank, you really only have one way to dump it. You've got to find a place that allows you to dump black tanks. So you can run a hose from your RV into a little hole in the ground and pump that stuff into there. With a cassette toilet, I can do that. I can just undo the cassette. I wish I had one to show you, but you just take the little pipe and you point it down. You open it up, you can empty it into a normal black tank pipe. It's actually a lot easier in my opinion, and the potential for mess is a lot less doing it that way. But I can also do things that I can't do with just your standard black tank. I can pull out the cassette, go inside of a Wendy's and dump it down that toilet. Take it into a truck stop, dump it down that toilet. When I'm in national forests, lots of them have pit toilets, and maybe I don't want to pay, to camp there, but I can pull in for a moment, go over to the pit toilet, dump my cassette toilet in there, and then shove it back in. It's pretty awesome. So great question, Chase. Let me get back to answering the rest of these. All right, so it's just about 3 o'clock, so I think we're ready to go and head towards Disney's Fort Wilderness Park. I'm super excited about this. If you're enjoying this video, please hit that thumbs up button and leave a comment below telling me where you're watching from. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my weekly videos. Okay, we're all checked in here at Disney's little campground area. I'm really glad I decided on the campsite I decided on because it is a tent site, but it has electricity, so it's almost like any other RV site. There's also water. There's no dump station, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. So I'm gonna explore the campground a little bit here, but here's something really interesting. My least favorite thing to see. Hold on, let me set this camera down here. Come here, look at this. Snakes and alligators. That's not part of the Disney experience, is it? All right, let's go explore some of this campground a little bit. So I had this grand plan to explore Fort Wilderness on my motorcycle, but come to find out, you cannot take a motorcycle, even a small one like mine, down the cart tracks. So my plan was kind of foiled. I couldn't really show you the park from my bike. I did, however, on my live stream, do a pretty in-depth walking tour of Fort Wilderness. So that's what I'm gonna leave you with here. This is me getting off the boat after Magic Kingdom and walking around and taking you to just about everywhere you can go in Fort Wilderness. It's a little bit long, but hopefully you enjoy it. And this is a live stream, so you'll hear me answering people's questions and conversating with people in the chat. Thank you very much. You too.
Thank you. You're very welcome. Have a good day.
Looks like you can rent these pontoon boats, which is really cool. Look at all the birds. Look at that bird right there. Like all these, like, yeah, I mean, people obviously feed them. they're sitting there begging. I think you can go fishing here. This guy's got his fishing pole out. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, so normally, so this is Fort Wilderness. This is the campground. Normally this is open, the marina thing is open, and I believe they sell like, yeah, they rent out boats. I guess you can't rent them out now. Although I see people over there, but see, you can rent electric carts. You can rent, you can go on a trail adventure. You can do an archery experience, bass fishing. So that's really cool. Sea Racer by Sea Ray. You know, here's the prices. This is the guided bass thing. That's why it's so expensive. See, private dining. That's cool. Here's the fish that are in the lake. Right here. So you've got largemouth bass, bluegill, catfish, sunfish. What's the difference between a sunfish and a bluegill? It's a good question. I used to catch those a lot in Missouri. I don't really know the difference. And here's a map of Fort Wilderness, right here. Let's see. So I am here. We are there, the boat dock. I am there. That's the beginning of it, where you come in. And then there's just a bunch of campsites. Someone told me that the best tent sites to get are 1,500. So I'm at 2,100, I think. 1,500 is supposed to be the best. So if you ever get here, maybe now that I know that, I would try to get 1,500. I don't know why they're the best, but everyone keeps telling me that. So, right, welcome to Fort Wilderness. There's a beach here. There's music playing everywhere. Like some of the trees have like speakers built into them. But this is the beach. There's nobody here. It's kind of cold. And of course they've got it all fenced off. And they have my favorite sign. What do you think that sign's gonna say? This is my favorite sign in the world. I like the ones in the Everglades where I was though, because they had crocodiles and alligators and snakes. Isn't that cool? Here's the rule. If you want to see the rules, so you got to have the mask on even when you're outside at Disney. So here's the rules. Your face must be made with at least 2 layers, fully cover the nose and mouth, fit snugly, be secure with ties and ear loops, allow guests to remain hands-free. The following are not permitted: neck gaiters, open chin, triangle bandanas, face coverings with valves, costume masks. So no Mickey Mouse masks, those don't count. Although I had my motorcycle mask on the other day and no one said anything to me. Most of this stuff is closed. Yeah, Disney's really strict, man. I mean, I get it. You know, I mean, I was a lawyer. Oh, look, there's Alvin right there. The real life Alvin. No, it's not. That's not even a chipmunk. That's a squirrel. So that's not Alvin. These things are so, like, not scared of people. I'm sure because people feed the crap out of them. So this is called the trading post. It wasn't open yesterday when I came. So there's places to park your bike, which is great. And you can rent these carts, golf carts to ride around. A lot of people do that. Yeah, it's really not Alvin. It really wasn't the real life Alvin. It was a squirrel, not a chipmunk. I thought I was going to see a movie star. All right, let's see. So this is called Trading Post. It wasn't open yesterday. Oh, it's open. Yay! Let's go in. I think it's just like a store. Hello. Okay, it's a Disney store. And they also have food. So if you want a Cherry Coke Zero, oh, they don't have Cherry Coke Zero. Fail. That's a fail. But they have, like, you know, if you forgot to bring stuff, you can buy some stuff here. It doesn't look like they have stuff for RVs, although they do have these Disney tire covers. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I'm trying to see if they have any Disney plates that are made for RVs. I would get one. I don't see any though. I don't see any of the like good ceramic RV type stuff. Yeah. So yeah, it's just a little store. Oh. There's only one exit and one entrance at all of these. Look, even like toiletries. So if you forgot, like, whatever it is, you forgot sunscreen. Let's say you don't want to be in Florida without your sunscreen. So that's a trading post over here. Over here is like a tavern and some other stuff. I can't see the chat right now because it's really dark, or it's really bright. I hope I see a little bit of it. This is a very epic place. Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, it's the nicest campground I've ever been, but you would expect that. They have playgrounds all over the place. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of kids here. So if you're kid averse, like, you might not like this place. You know what's funny is I mentioned that thing about the kid the other day in one of my videos. I got a lot of like funny stuff said about that. I don't like kids when they're obviously screaming and yelling, but the cool thing about Disney is Disney makes kids happy. So all the kids are like in really joyous moods and stuff. So there's actually a bar up here. So if you're like an adult and you want to get away for a little bit, there's a Davy Crockett's Tavern. Yeah. So, and these ain't no Disney drinks. And they've got the full gamut of beer, but these ain't no Disney drinks. I got some liquor in there. So if you want to partake in an adult beverage, you can partake in an adult beverage at the campground. I didn't see any of that inside Disney Park. I think, so this is a restaurant, I believe. Right now they're doing takeout. I meant to mention this earlier. So when you get to Disney, you download an app. Man, the app is so cool. Usually apps are epic fails. At places like this, of course, Disney did it right. Their app is so cool. So it says their shows. It says there's one at 4, which is in 30 minutes. I don't know if I believe that though. But it says there's 3 shows, so that's cool. All you can eat. So you sit at 4, all you can eat. Oh, okay, I get it. You get the show, dinner, and beverage, but you got to call for reservations. I might do that. I might call 4, 6, and 8:30. I might do that tonight. I wouldn't mind seeing a little show. For those that don't know, my father was a musician, and he worked in Branson and in Osage Beach in the Ozarks in Missouri, and he played in a lot of those country western shows. He did a lot of those. When I was a kid, he worked at Lee Mace's Ozark Opry. He was my dad's a drummer, trumpet player. He could play anything actually, but his primary instrument was drums and trumpet. And so he was kind of famous in that area because he could play the drums and the trumpet at the same time. And so I like going to those kind of shows. It reminds me of my father. But yeah, so that's the little marina area where you come. So if you stay here, see some of the RVs are right here, which is really cool. I would love to be this close. Yeah, these guys got good parking, man. Oh, no shows? That sucks. It didn't say anything about that on there. It said you could call for reservations, so maybe they're slowly opening that stuff back up. I'll call later. But what I meant to mention earlier, I was talking about the app. the app is so cool. So I like ordered something on the app at the thing, and you just walk up and pick it up at the window of whatever restaurant you order from. It's so simple, and it works. Like it works, which is sometimes that kind of stuff doesn't work. But the good thing is I've got Tara just became a member. Tara, that's really kind of you. Tara's been a subscriber of mine for forever. 2 years? I don't know. Something like that. 2 years, maybe 3 years. 2.5 years. Oh, Tara, thank you. I got so many members on this live stream today. It's ridiculous. I got like 14, 15. I mean, this, oh, hold on. Chad and Paul says, this live is epic. Smash that like button. Oh, thanks. Thanks, guys. You know what, guys? I should have booked earlier because Magic Kingdom was fun. It like brought me back to my youth. But I have a feeling that Studios is so much better for me, would be so much better for me. I really wanted to go over Studios. I'm sure at so at Magic Kingdom, you got like, you got Belle, you got Peter Pan running around, which is cool. I love it. But I'm sure over at Studios, you got like Iron Man and like all the stormtroopers and stuff like that running around, which would be my jam. I would be geeking out on that. So, and also I think I would really like Animal Kingdom, and I went to Epcot a lot. I missed what you just said, Tara, but thank you for becoming a member. I missed, what was I going to say? I did Epcot when I was a kid, and I love it. I don't know. I like science. I like that kind of stuff. So Epcot, I liked Epcot better than Magic Kingdom when I was a kid. So next time I come here, I'm probably going to spend a week here. I might just book this campground for a week, so I have a lot of flexibility and I can go do stuff more than once that I really like. I probably won't come back to Magic Kingdom. I might just get that pass that lets me go to any park I want to go to. You still have to make those reservations. So yeah, I don't know. I actually might try to do it this week. I might, because I'm here a little bit longer in Orlando. I might try to book Studios. Chad and Paul has kind of convinced me that that's what I need to do. But that I need to go to Studios because I'm such a Star Wars dork. But all they had for today was Magic Kingdom and Epcot. So I just went with Magic Kingdom. I wanted to, look at Tara doing all the emojis. Yeah, those are all my emojis. I can't take credit for those. I hired a graphic designer to do those. That's why it took so long for me to launch memberships. I was working with a graphic designer on different emojis and badges, something that fit my style and fit my audience, fit 30 and Wake Up, the way I travel. And yeah, so that was pretty cool. So that's why it took so long. I actually had the ability to do memberships at 30,000 subscribers, but I put it off because I wanted to make sure that the stuff that I was offering was of at least some kind of value, not like cheesy YouTube emojis. I wanted to make sure that someone's going to spend money. I want to make sure they know that I spent money. I invested money into it. Oh, that's not where I want to go. But yeah, this wilderness is cool because you just take the boat to the park. I don't know how you get to the other parks. I only know that you can take that boat to Magic Kingdom. I don't know how you get to the other parks from Wilderness. I don't know if you have to take a bus but I know the ferry doesn't run. It only runs to Magic Kingdom. So I don't know how you get to the other parks. Are you able to squeeze in Studios before you leave? Yeah, that's what I was just mentioning. I'm moving to Thousand Trails, but that's still near here. So I could definitely make a day trip out of it. So I might do that. I might do that if I can get a reservation. I'm gonna check online later, see if I can get a reservation at Studios, because I would love to do Studios. That'd be amazing. Yeah, I've read Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. Hey, how are you? Yeah, I'm a big fan of of sci-fi and fantasy. You know, I was one of those dorky kids that played like Dungeons and Dragons and stuff when I was a kid. I always liked. I've always been like a dreamer, you know, fantasy dreamer type person. I was mentioning it earlier when I was in. My favorite thing from Magic Kingdom is going to seem really simple to people. My favorite thing was the Swiss Family Robinson thing that you just walk into. Like, it's not a ride or anything. That movie, when I was a kid, I wanted to be Swiss. I wanted to be that. I wanted my family to be that family so bad, to get stranded on a deserted island and live in a treehouse. That's what I wanted when I was a kid. I wanted to be the Swiss Family Robinson. So if you have Disney Plus and you've never watched Swiss Family Robinson, there's two versions. There's one from the 1940s that's in black and white. Don't watch that one first. It's not as good because obviously it's just old. They didn't have technology. Watch the later one, which I think was in the 60s. It's a Disney movie. It was one of Disney's first big successes, actually, after Snow White. And I think it was their first big non-cartoon success. Was Swiss Family Robinson, I believe. I could be wrong about that, but I think that was their first big success. Me too, Kevin. LOL. I'd like that now. But yeah. Oop. I'm getting a lot of good steps in today. I don't know how many I got. I'm gonna have to post it or something. There's like a dog looking at me. This gimbal lasts forever though. I'm looking at the charge on it now. I've been going for almost 3 hours now, which is really surprising. And it's still at full charge, which is just awesome. This gimbal is so good. I'm so glad I invested in this thing. I mean, at $150, like, that's nothing. You know, from a creator standpoint, equipment can be expensive. $150 is not that expensive for a gimbal. I mean, when I was an international travel vlogger, I had a really, really good gimbal, and I think it was like $700. I ended up not using it because it was just too heavy. It was kind of a pain to set up. You have to balance gimbals. Well, this cell phone gimbal, you don't have to balance it or nothing. You just hook the phone on there, and it works. It's freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. Man, we got 131 people watching me boringly walk through Disney's Fort Wilderness area. There's another little area, but I haven't seen it yet. I'm trying to find it. Yeah, there's another little like trading post type area. I'm trying to find it so I can show you guys.
We didn't do the whole loop, so.
Ooh, the meadows across from the 1500 loop. That's what the Crazy Phrazies are saying. The Crazy Phrazies got a really cool YouTube channel as well. They're also really good friends with Chad and Paul. They travel with them a lot. Ooh, Entivens. That's one of my weaknesses. All right, so this is the other trading post, very similar to the other one. So I'm not going to go inside. It's just a store, you know, like an RV park store, except for you can buy Disney stuff as well. But I'll show you some of the other stuff over here behind it, because it's really pretty behind this. And you wouldn't know if you just drove by it. You would know all the prettiness behind it. So if you come here, it's the trading post that's in between the most of the tent sites and the boathouse. Yeah, another store. You know, it's Disney, man. You know, they're gonna they're gonna make your kids make you make you buy them stuff. You know. Smart, you know, they're a business. They're you know, they're owned by shareholders. I'm actually a shareholder in Disney. So I don't mind dumping a little money into them. That's why they serve alcohol. There you go. Hey, get the parents loosened up a little bit with a little alcohol. I'm always, when I come by like water, I'm always looking for alligators. Like I still haven't seen an alligator in the wild. I've seen crocodiles. If you've watched my video, you know I've seen crocodiles. Florida crocs. But I have not seen any alligators, which is really strange. Most people don't see crocodiles in Florida. They see a lot of alligators. But here, let me stop here for a second and kind of show you this. How pretty this is. Over there is called the bike barn. You can rent bicycles over there. And then there's like a water park over here. That sucks. That sucks. So Disney, it looks like, I mean, obviously Florida and California have, oh my God, look at that big bird. I don't know if you can see that. It's a huge bird. I don't know what the heck that is. It's huge. It's massive. All right, this is called Fishing at the Fort. Oh, you can rent fishing gear. So that's cool. So even if you forget your fishing gear, you can rent. So here, let's show you this. So the campfire show is with Chip and Dale.
Honey, wait a minute. Look at the boat. Look at the water.
We'll go look at that in a second. Oh, here, look. You can rent fishing gear from the bike barn. Obviously, you can rent bikes from the bike barn as well. Oh, look. This is one of those things where you can do a little mining. Obviously, it's closed now, but... Oh, no, it's not closed. You can go get your little gym bag. I don't know why. I really like doing that. I have another hobby that I haven't shared with you guys on the YouTube channel yet. Maybe at some point I will. And I actually been thinking about starting another channel specifically devoted to this. But I do a lot of treasure hunting. I do a lot of metal detecting, things like that. I really enjoy like looking for Civil War relics and stuff like that. I'm not the kind of person that goes out looking for. I'm not the kind of person that goes out looking for like people's wedding rings or coins on a beach or something. I like relic hunting and treasure hunting, like real relics and treasure. So that's what I try to do. Or just straight up gold nugget hunting if I'm gonna look for. I don't want to go this way. Let's go this way. I want to show you what's in this pool, but I need to go around the other way. So you can kind of get an idea, and then we'll go over to where the Chip and Dale campfire thing is. Although I'm not sure that's going on right now. It's cool. You can take the kids over there. You know, once this thing gets back up to full speed. And, you know, they can watch a little Chip and Dale show. There's an outdoor movie here, too. So every night they have outdoor movies. Disney movies, obviously. So you can go and watch a movie outdoors in the campsite. It's cool. It's just a way to supplement your Disney experience. Like, I don't know why. I mean, I'm sure the hotels are pretty cool too. But if you have a way to do it like this, is it just me or is the camera out of focus? It might be a dirty lens. Let me see, hold on. Maybe I accidentally zoomed in, because that'll make it kind of out of focus. It's also really sunny, so that's good. You're gonna get some lens flare from that. Look at this little dog. He knows he's gonna be on YouTube. All right, so look, you got a little water park over here, right? So I mean, this is just a way to like supplement your Disney experience. Like, it's pretty cool. You got a pool over here. A big giant pool. And all the little kid stuff. Some music going on. Yeah. And over here is, you can sit along the banks of the river. Not too close though, right? And we've got our little alligators. Morning. I don't see any though, unfortunately. I would love to see one. Just not too close. Slightly blurry to me. Hold on. Oh, hold on. All right. Maybe I got some water on the lens or something when I went through one of the water areas. Hopefully that's better. I actually have a lens cleaner in my bag. I took that out. And now I'm walking away. Well, I will be walking away from the sun soon. So here's the little dog again that knows he's going to be on YouTube. Look, there's a camera ham. Hey, buddy. Yeah. All right. Whew. Yeah, full time with Corona. That might be a little bit of a risk, but I'm speaking more after Corona's over. You know. Well, it looks like people are playing like shuffleboard or something. Oh yeah. See, there's all kinds of like things to do. So back here is where the campfire show would be. Some kind of sport going on over here. So you got the Chippendale campfire sing-along over here. It's closed though. No. But look at this. Look at this. Dun 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 dun. All right, look at this. Look at this. These people are doing archery. I showed you earlier, you can take like an archery course here. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I did see Paul's golf cart. You said, I don't think it's a Star Wars song you were singing. That was Darth Vader's theme song. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think you're right. Oh, I don't even know what that was. That's funny. Good catch. Man, you can't get away with anything on YouTube. You can't get away with getting anything wrong. I don't mean that in a mean way. I'm just saying, like, man, someone will call you out. Oh, they're doing a gym bag. That's so cool. I love doing stuff like that. All right, so now there's nothing really else to see here for the most part. There's the outdoor movie theater, but obviously that's closed. and they show Disney movies, a few of them, which is really cool. So you have everything on here, you know, you have stores, there's actually, you know what? I'll go in one of the comfort centers so you can see how nice the showers are. For those of you that need that, like I always judge a campground by their bathroom facilities, because I use them. You know, I take showers in them. If they're nasty, like that's the worst thing. There's nothing worse than a nasty shower. This place has like super nice showers, super nice bathrooms. And then there's these paths throughout the campground. So there's these paths, which are walking paths. There are hiking paths. They're designated hiking loops. There are golf cart paths. So there's a bunch of different ways to get around. So it's kind of neat. You can see that guy's got really good parking. Look at how cool that spot is. He's like, that's a cool spot to have right there. That's a cool spot to have. And the spots aren't like oppressively close like at most campgrounds in Florida. And most campgrounds in Florida, like, you know, you can, if you have slides, you can barely put your slides out. Like they line you up. I was going to use a military term, but I don't want to get in trouble. But they line you up really close at most campgrounds. But at this one, it's not like that. They give you your space. I mean, it's called Fort Wilderness. They let you be in the wilderness a little bit. Even mine, you're gonna see mine's a tent site. It's a pretty bougie tent site. It's a pretty bougie tent site. I actually hiked through the woods today to get to my spot, so I'm not 100% sure where I'm going, but I'll find it. Thanks for those who have stuck around. This has been a long live stream. I mean, so I was at Magic Kingdom all day, and everyone kept saying, "Can you please show us Fort Wilderness? Can you please show us Fort Wilderness?" And I was like, "Oh, you know what? I might as well. You know, might as well show people Fort Wilderness if they want to stick around." Let's see. Yeah, I agree. Exercise over diet. I agree with that. I know you just retracted that, but I agree. I'm a fan of exercise over diet too. Right now I just need to do both to get myself down. I kind of hurt my knee, so I haven't been running as much. I've been running a lot less days of the week. And running really helps me lose weight really fast. Because I usually run between 5 and 10 miles. I'm pretty good at, I can just outside of the box run 5 miles, no problem. I used to train and run marathons. So my body's really comfortable with those distances. If I knew there was a way to get across the creek over here, I would go that way, but I don't know exactly where the creek crossing is. And I don't want to, I don't want to get eaten by an alligator. There are some bridges, but I don't remember where they are. So I'm just going to walk this way. When you have that app, so the app is actually really cool. The app has a map, and the map is really good. You can put in a location. You can just point to a location, and it'll get you there. It's really good. I mean, they use Google, I think, Google Maps, and it's just really, really good. Disney's little app is just really good for finding rides. It tells you in real time what the wait time is at whatever ride you want to look at. It's really cool. Also helps you navigate around here, but I'm using my phone to do this live stream, so I can't really do that. But isn't this pretty though? I mean, come on now. Look at this. Look at a little lamp post here. So you're walking at night, you got lamp posts. And you can't beat this with a stick. Okay, there's the three-way intersection right there, I believe. So I think I want to make a right. There's horseback riding here too. I saw a bunch of horses the other day. That's why I keep saying, like, I really, if you've got an RV, which if you're watching my channel, you probably are interested in RVs or something like that. But if you've got an RV, like, this is the way to do Disney, because, you can supplement your Disney vacation with all this other stuff at the campground. The swimming pool, you know, you can go horseback riding, you can go on a little fishing trip. It's like a ton of different little things that you can supplement your trip with. I think that's just really cool. Really smart of Disney to recognize that. Recognize the how big the RV community is, how big the RV enthusiast community is. Really smart of them. Look at that, look how pretty. Look at how pretty that is, man. Oh my God. So gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna show you one of the comfort. So all of the comfort centers is what they call them, which is really just, you know, bathhouse. But they all have a washer and dryer too. So that's pretty cool. You have to have a key card. Your key card gets you into everything. Your key. Don't forget your key card when you go over to Disney too. I almost forgot mine this morning because I didn't know that you needed it to get in the park. The key card that they give you is your pass to get in the park, which I did not know that. All right, so you have an ice machine at all of these. You got to pay for it though, which kind of sucks. $2 for ice. But I've never seen a campground with ice machine. All right, that's the women's. Got all these trash cans here that are set up for bears, which I don't get that, but so it's just a typical, they're nice machines though. I mean, normally at RV parks, you got kind of like crappy machines. And you've got a soda machine if you need some soda, detergent in here. You know, so I don't see any Coke Zero, Cherry Coke Zero though. And let me show you the bathroom. I gotta be careful going into the bathroom though. Obviously. Let me just make sure that nobody's in here. Okay, yeah, nobody's in here. So as you can see, like, got like, I mean, they're beautiful. And they clean the crap out of them. They clean them like every 5 minutes. Like you can see, like, look at all the, I mean, you can just see, like, normally I wouldn't show a toilet in a campground because it would be really crap. Yeah, the floors are like rock. And the showers are really nice. Obviously you got all these little, like, it's really cool, right? So here's one of the showers. And the water is super hot, which is important to me. So, yeah, isn't that cool? So you got really nice facilities here. So I'm a fan, right? I'm a fan. Obviously you pay for it, you know? I mean, they got nice facilities because they make good money off these places, but I'm definitely a fan. But look at how, I mean, yeah, you know, you got an RV here, you got an RV here, but you can see they're kind of like, got one here, but they're kind of like secluded in their own little island, right? Which is kind of cool. I'm getting lost. Hold on a second. Nope, this way. I'm gonna have to change the name of this. I'm gonna have to change the name of this live stream when I end it to more accurately reflect what it is, because I know a lot of people are interested in Fort Wilderness, and I didn't really do a good tour of it in the video that I'm putting out. I didn't do a great tour, that's for sure. So I'm gonna have to rename this to, like, you know, live stream from Magic Kingdom and Fort Wilderness tour. Fort Wilderness RV Park tour. That also makes it more relevant to my subscriber base, because, you know, this live stream has 150 people now, actually, which is really cool. But like, you know, my live streams from the RV show were, you know, 300-400 people, because, you know, it's more relevant to my channel. But I've gotten more members off this live stream than I've ever gotten by far. It wasn't even close. So kind of cool. If you haven't hit that thumbs up button, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, we're walking back. We're walking Fort Wilderness Campground, Disney's campground that they have near their parks. I've walked most of it already. We're doing a little tour, but people wanted to see it. I was at Magic Kingdom all day today. I live streamed from there, so if that's the content you were interested in, you can go back and watch that. And right now I'm walking to my campsite. I'm walking towards my campsite. Show you that real quick. I mentioned this earlier. So this is Disney's RV site park, and you take a boat over to the different parks, and you can book all different kinds of sites just like you can any other campground. But I would recommend, if you have a small rig, you have a van or something small, or you have a travel trailer, I would book one of the tent sites, because the tent sites come with 30 amp, 50 amp, I believe 50 amp. I'm not 100% positive on that, but I'm almost positive. I'm really close to positive that I saw a 50 amp hookup. Definitely a 30 amp, because I'm hooked up to it. And water, no dump, but water, and it's much cheaper. So you might as well get a tent site, and I'll show you them. I'll show you them in a moment. They're freaking huge. So yeah, they're pretty cool. So that's what I'm in right now. I'm in a campsite. I'm in a tent site. We're walking to it. There's a little creek that runs through here. Haven't seen any alligators yet, which is very disappointing. I would really like to see one. Oh, this is my camp. This is my area. That tree, mossy tree, or whatever that's called. That's not moss. Looks like moss to me, but I know those are like common in Florida. See, there's a Travato right there. So these over here are campsites. These are tent sites. These are all tent sites. But they'll let you put a van, or actually, look, that's a tent site over there too. And they've got a Class C with a, you know, so. I mean, you can see they're pretty big. Yeah, you'll see these signs that say comfort station all over the place. That means bathhouse. They're gonna have a big picnic there. That's awesome. Yeah, there's a pop-up trailer right there. Here's another. God, there's so many different Class B models here that I've never seen before. That one's called National Traveler. Oh, it's a Regency National Traveler. Look at that thing. Bet you that's a nice rig there. See, these people are at a tent site as well. They've got, I don't know how big that thing is. It's pretty big though. It's at least, I don't know, 25, 30 feet. Actually more than 25, probably 30. 30-foot travel trailer. This guy's in a van, and Lance trailer. So these are the tent sites. They're much cheaper than the normal RV sites. And like I mentioned, they come with electric and water. So, I mean, why would you pay more? Oh, there I am. Hey, look at that. My neighbor left this morning, so I didn't recognize that. But so there's my rig. Look at all that. Look at all that space. So as you can see, this is a pretty cool place to stay. If you're in an RV, you can just stay here, hop on this boat, go to Magic Kingdom, and enjoy Disney World while RVing. So pretty cool. I'm gonna call this a video. So if you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button. And if you enjoy content like this, van life content going all over the place, boondocking, sometimes Disney, sometimes Thousand Trails, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.